deep within the Brazilian Amazon, where the jungle canopy guards ancient secrets, a team of field researchers uncovered something truly extraordinary. Not far from the bustling Trans-Amazonian highway, local indigenous guides led them to a discovery that would soon challenge everything we thought we knew about pre-Columbian South America. A massive stone wall, intricately engineered and buried for millennia. Initial excavations, carefully clearing away meters of dense tropical clay, began to reveal the sheer scale of the find. Massive cut stone blocks, expertly arranged in parallel retaining walls, emerged from beneath the earth. Ground-penetrating radar then confirmed the staggering truth. This wasn't an isolated structure, but an extensive subterranean complex, extending far deeper into the untouched jungle. This 2,500-year-old masonry, designed with deliberate engineering, protected what was clearly a significant central ceremonial precinct. Its age alone predated known regional settlements by over 2 millennia, suggesting a sophisticated culture previously unknown. The implications were immediate and profound, hinting at an Amazonian past far more complex and advanced than readily accepted. Then, as the dig site expanded near the imposing wall structures, something truly unexpected emerged from the sealed ceramic vessels. Corroded, yet distinct metallic plates and embossed discs. These weren't crude hammered trinkets, they bore the hallmarks of deliberate craftsmanship. This discovery immediately clashed with established archaeological narratives, which largely discounted advanced metallurgy in pre-Columbian Amazonian cultures, lacking evidence of smelting or intricate alloy technology. Preliminary X-ray fluorescence, or XRF, testing on these artifacts delivered a shock. The results indicated complex alloys of copper, zinc, and silver, with unmistakable traces of gold. For metallurgical engineers, this wasn't just metal, it was evidence of sophisticated processes. Such compositions demand high-temperature smelting, reaching well over 1,000 degrees Celsius, a technological capability far beyond what was previously attributed to ancient Amazonian civilizations. Even more perplexing were the intricate geometric symbols and relief patterns etched onto the surface of these metallic artifacts. Their precision and complexity suggested a purpose beyond mere decoration. Some researchers theorized they might represent ancient astronomical charts or complex recording systems. Metallographic inspection under powerful microscopes confirmed the plates were not cast, but meticulously forged and stamped, requiring specialized tools and an advanced understanding of metalworking techniques. With such astonishing finds, formal radiocarbon dating of the surrounding organic charcoal and mass spectrometry on the metal samples became paramount. University laboratories received the crucial evidence. Initial carbon-14 dating quickly confirmed the burial context, 500 BC to 300 AD, solidifying the 2,500-year-old timeline. Yet, as the metallurgical composition reports became due, an unsettling pattern began to emerge, casting a shadow over the scientific process itself. Official academic institutions began to delay the release of the complete metallurgical composition report, citing vague notions of conflicting data and the need for further internal review. The full findings were conspicuously withheld. Independent researchers and field team members, privy to preliminary university findings, reported that these vital results were quietly archived, never to see public publication. It was a scientific blackout, leaving the most astounding evidence trapped in institutional limbo. This institutional silence was not an isolated incident. It mirrored a troubling historical pattern, the systematic suppression of out-of-place artifacts. When mainstream archaeological journals were approached, they flatly refused to review the metallic alloy data, citing a lack of official institutional custody chain as their rationale. The evidence was real, the science undeniable, yet the gatekeepers of history preferred to ignore it rather than challenge established paradigms. This monumental discovery, however, was just the beginning. Adjacent to these ancient walls within sealed ceramic vessels lay an even more perplexing find. Corroded, yet undeniably metallic plates and embossed discs emerged from the Amazonian earth. Traditional archaeology for centuries maintained a firm stance. Advanced metallurgy, smelting, or metal alloy technology simply did not exist in the pre-Columbian Amazon. These artifacts immediately contradicted that established narrative. The initial X-ray fluorescence, or XRF, testing on these recovered plates sent shockwaves through the small research team. The results indicated complex alloys of copper, zinc, and silver, with unmistakable trace elements of gold. This wasn't primitive metalwork. This was sophisticated engineering. Metallurgical engineers consulted were emphatic. Such compositions would have necessitated high-temperature smelting furnaces, operating at a level exceeding 1,000 degrees Celsius. This technology was supposedly centuries, if not millennia, away. Even more remarkable were the intricate geometric symbols and relief patterns etched onto the surface of these metallic artifacts. To the untrained eye, they were beautiful. To experts, they resembled ancient astronomical charts, a level of detail suggesting advanced knowledge and intricate tool use. Further metallographic microscopic inspection confirmed these metal plates were not merely hammered into shape. They were forged and stamped, a process requiring specialized tools and a mastery of technique far beyond crude methods. With such astonishing finds, the next critical step was clear: formal dating and comprehensive analysis. Samples of the metallic plates and surrounding organic charcoal were dispatched to reputable university laboratories for rigorous radiocarbon and mass spectrometry testing. The initial carbon-14 dating of the surrounding soil layer was unequivocal, yielding dates firmly between 500 BC and 300 AD. Placing both the wall and the artifacts well within a 2,500-year-old burial context. The age was confirmed. However, as the months turned into a year, a troubling pattern emerged. Official academic institutions began to delay the release of the complete metallurgical composition report. The stated reason: conflicting data regarding the alloy's origin. Yet, whispers from within those same institutions, corroborated by independent researchers and field team members, suggested a different narrative. Preliminary university findings were quietly being archived, without public publication. The data, it seemed, was too inconvenient. This institutional silence surrounding the Amazonian metal samples wasn't an isolated incident. It echoed a disturbing historical pattern: the suppression of so-called out-of-place artifacts. Mainstream archaeological journals, the very gatekeepers of accepted history, outright refused to even review the metallic alloy data. Their rationale: the samples lacked official institutional custody chain. A convenient excuse, perhaps, to dismiss evidence that fundamentally challenged established paradigms. Such dismissals, however, overlook critical historical records. As early as 1535, the royal Spanish chronicler Gonzalo Fernández de Oviedo documented native reports of white metal monuments and silver-like tools within the Brazilian interior. For centuries, Oviedo's 16th-century account was derided as exaggeration, a fantastical tale. Yet his descriptions, particularly of the white metal, bear an uncanny resemblance to the metallic alloy composition discovered near the buried wall. History, it seems, held clues we chose to ignore. Then there's the controversial Father Crespi collection in Cuenca, Ecuador. This vast, often discredited trove gathered hundreds of embossed metallic sheets and gold-copper alloys, purportedly from Amazonian cave systems. While largely dismissed by academia, metallurgical testing conducted on select Crespi artifacts in the 1970s revealed unique copper-gold-zinc alloys strikingly similar to the current Amazonian finds. A hidden thread connecting seemingly disparate discoveries, deliberately unraveled and dismissed. The technological capability for such feats is no longer debatable. LiDAR surveys, published by Heiko Prumers in Nature in 2022, unequivocally confirmed that South American rainforests concealed vast urban civilizations, capable of large-scale engineering. These modern laser scans prove ancestral Amazonian cultures possess the population scale and infrastructure required for high-temperature smelting operations. The physical evidence is now overwhelming, stripping away the last scientific excuses for institutional denial regarding ancient Amazonian metallurgy. This pattern of dismissal isn't new. Centuries ago, Spanish chronicler Gonzalo Fernández de Oviedo documented native accounts of white metal artifacts deep within the Brazilian interior. His 1535 observations, describing silver-like tools and monuments, were long considered fantastical exaggerations by European academics. Yet, the newly unearthed Amazonian alloys curiously echo Oviedo's white metal composition. Fast forward to the 20th century, and another controversial case emerges: the Father Crespi collection in Cuenca, Ecuador. This vast, often disparaged assemblage contained hundreds of embossed metallic sheets and gold-copper alloys, reportedly from Amazonian cave systems. Metallurgical tests conducted on some Crespi artifacts in the 1970s revealed unique copper-gold-zinc alloys, strikingly similar to the Amazonian finds we are investigating. More recently, cutting-edge LiDAR surveys, like those published by Heiko Prumers in Nature in 2022, have irrevocably altered our understanding. These aerial scans reveal that South American rainforests concealed not just scattered communities, but extensive urban civilizations. These cultures possess the population scale and sophisticated infrastructure necessary for large-scale engineering, including, hypothetically, high-temperature metal smelting operations previously deemed impossible. The confluence of these historical precedents, from Oviedo's forgotten chroniclings to the controversial Crespi artifacts and modern LiDAR evidence, paints a compelling picture. The current discovery of a 2,500-year-old stone wall alongside advanced metallic plates is not an isolated anomaly. Instead, it seems to be another thread in a long, ignored tapestry, suggesting a far more complex and technologically advanced ancient Amazon than mainstream narratives have ever acknowledged. The echoes of ancient hammers and furnaces, long silenced by the jungle, now whisper truths that defy accepted history. Independent teams, undeterred by institutional roadblocks, continue their pursuit of knowledge. Their relentless work seeks to pinpoint the origin of the ores, a crucial step in understanding the true scope of this lost Amazonian civilization. This isn't just about an artifact. It's about rewriting an entire chapter of human ingenuity. The juxtaposition is stark: tangible evidence of advanced metallurgy from 2,500 years ago, against the official silence designed to preserve a comfortable, albeit incomplete, historical narrative. This unearthed technology, demanding complex smelting and sophisticated forging, shatters predefined timelines. It forces a radical reassessment, revealing how deliberately thin the accepted fabric of our past truly is, especially regarding pre-Columbian achievements. The profound question we are left with is not about the existence of these sophisticated Amazonian metalworkers and engineers. The buried walls and the metallic plates are irrefutable proof. Instead, the true enigma lies in why the institutions tasked with expanding human understanding continue to keep these groundbreaking laboratory findings, these immutable proofs, meticulously hidden in the deepest shadows of academic suppression. The answers await us.